Hi everybody, it's Amy at Sage Connections to do your weekly reading from July 16th through the 20th this month. So I got a lot of cards. I already drew them out. I use John Holland's Psycho Tarot deck. Got to watch how I do that because cards are still in there that left. Not very many, but because we seem to have a lot of cards this week. So I'm going to just jump in and try to go through it as fast as possible, but it might take a little longer this time because the energies are just what they are. They're a lot. Okay. So going ahead with this month or today, which is the 16th, I got the number 7 chakra card, which is the crown chakra. I hope you guys can see that without so much glare. And of course, I always draw two with this to understand why we have the chakra card that we have. And it's the 5 of emotion portion of the deck, emotional loss. And I am just going to, because of time, I'm going to just go ahead and read the automatic writing and then give an explanation. I've already done that. So we might need to balance what we or been feeling, that we lost something, but really it's about letting go of something to receive something better. Keep a positive attitude, and if you need help, ask for it. So what I got from this is that we might not be thinking, or we're thinking too much. Like we're having some self-doubt. We're having, because of we've losing something, or thinking that we've lost something, that we might be in our head too much, and we might need to meditate and get balanced, and so we can receive the wisdom that we're supposed to be receiving because of this emotional loss that we are feeling. And this could be an idea, a person. It could be just like feeling like we're giving up on something, and trying to understand where to go from here. And we might feel like we're a little bit lost on where we're headed. So really important today is to meditate and go within and listen to your inner voice to tell you exactly where to go from here. And when they say ask for help, I think they're asking your guides and your angels, and not outside yourself, okay, but within yourself, okay, your higher wisdom. Ask them for help, meaning listen to that little tiny voice and give you suggestions on how to proceed, because only you know where you're at from all your experiences, and only you know the best route to go. Now, you could ask for professional advice outside of them, but if it doesn't resonate and if it doesn't feel good to you in your heart, then don't accept it, because it's got to feel good to you for you to be able to resonate with it, okay? So um, there are a couple days here, actually a lot of them, that two cards jumped out while I was doing it. And Tuesday is one of those, and that is on the 17th. So the two cards that jumped out were, I hope you can read that, the 18th, the Shadow, which in a major arcana card would be normally in tarot, the moon, okay? But this card is a little different than the moon, okay? This card is for your shadow side, okay? And it's something is coming to completion because it's a number 9, right? And then the next card that I received, and I hope you can read that, it's the number 4, and it's foundations, and this is in the spiritual portion of the deck with foundations and achievements, okay? And this has something to do with your family structure, okay? So there might be some shadowy side or some family issues that might be going on Tuesday, and that you're going to have to look at both sides of it and work through that shadow portion. And you might have to change some of your beliefs, but this is a foundation. This is like a karmic kind of thing that has to happen, is what I got out of it. But let me read you what the the automatic writing said. The shadow card. Something has to come to an end. And this is a limited belief that you are having with yourself. The shadow side needs to be seen for real change to occur. But faith or foundation in your beliefs is somewhere that you can look at to get more insight to the door that has closed, and to the one that is reopening another. Let me read that again, or let me just explain this. I'm being told, let me just explain this. So in other words, they're saying that, you need to look in your belief systems where you can tell where the structure, right, the foundation, some of your foundation belief systems, one of those needs to close. And when I'm saying this, I'm feeling like it's a self-doubt, or are not believing in ourselves, that needs to close for that door, another door, which is our confidence and our encouragement for ourselves to move forward, to open. Okay, so maybe some of Monday, what's going on has got you thinking of, like, this past weekend. I'm getting the past weekend, what was going on into Monday, on Tuesday, and you're now, you know, you've been having these self-doubts, you've been, questioning things and stuff like that. It will be really important for you to look into the darker side of yourself to see if there's some core belief systems that need to be changed, and maybe to inspire yourself to move forward and set that as a foundation, or a concrete foundation, on Tuesday the 17th. Now, when I added the 18 and 4 makes 22. So this is a master number, I'm supposed to tell you, and it's the master builder. Okay, so the master builder is, in numerology, is about, building those foundations, building a solid, firm place to stand upon. Okay, so Tuesday we're doing some work that we're going to actually working on to better ourselves and have that opportunity to be able to basically move forward with a strong foundation. So awesome, great opportunities here. Might be a little painful for some, but that's how it works sometimes. Sometimes certain people, like myself, um, tend to learn better when there's pain involved. Okay, so on Wednesday is the 18th. I got 2 major arcana cards that flew out, and the first one is 11, which is a master number as well. And 11 is the master number of service. It's a major arcana card, and it's balance. Balance is normally for justice. Yes. So this would be for it's again, it's about the foundations. It's about not going to one extreme to the next. So we need to find balance, you know. One minute we're angry, one minute we're happy. The mood swings, the you know, self-doubt. One minute we hate ourselves, the next minute we're trying to, you know, the world is rosy, that kind of stuff. So I'd be surprised if there isn't some major stuff going on in the world with extremism, if that makes sense. Um, Remember, everybody has the right to their opinion, okay? And we're all on different playing fields, I would say, you know, from our experience. We're all unique that way because not even if we had the same experience, we each perceived it totally different than the other person. That's the reason why, if you ever notice, the FBI goes around and interviews everybody to try to get the truth because everybody sees things differently. Everybody notices different things, you know, and what you perceive as true, somebody else might not see it that way. And it's okay because we're all on this playing field together. There has to be some balance. And that's where judgment doesn't come, or, you know, we need to master this judgment. And they've been telling this for months and months that we need to not have judgment on people, that it's okay for them to be where they're at and we're where we're at. And sometimes I think this leads into this card. This is another major arcana card, and it's sacrifice. Okay. Now, sacrifice to me is meaning that this would be normally the hangman. Um, to me, this kind of resembles um, where we feel like we have to give something of ourselves or something up to fit in. That we might feel like, to order to get balance, we will have to give something up or um, make the sacrifice so others can be, you know, okay. For the greater good, you know, kind of aspect I got. But let's go ahead and read the automatic writing because it might, you know, I don't even remember what I wrote. So, mastering balance is going to be a key today with love in yourself. You may feel that you are giving something up to get your hopes and desires, but life is all about balance. Get your answers with instead of going without outside. Ugh, if I could talk. You might have to make some tough choices to know that uh, it's for your benefit. So what they're saying is that you might have to make some tough choices here, but it's going to be for your benefit. And take note that we are with you in every step. So for order you to get that balance, you might have to take some tough choices or you know, it might feel like a sacrifice, but really what they're kind of saying is, don't worry, we're with you, but these tough choices are necessary for you to get to where your hopes and desires are, is kind of what I took out of it. Now, on the 19th, another emotional card. We're getting a lot of emotions lately, and that must be the Cancer. But I thought went into Leo, but we're still working with the Cancer full moon set, I guess. Okay, so this is number 6, which is all about balance again. And this is memory of love. So when this card comes up, I think, okay, I'm probably going to process things that have happened in my past, or I'm probably going to be working on things that happy memories and um, reflecting a lot. Um, and I know I just not to be get stuck in it, um, in the pain of old memories, or maybe some healing session needs to happen for those past memories, and so I can be able to teach stuff or learn from my past. So when I see that card, that's normally what it means to me. But let's go ahead and get the automatic writing to see what it means to them. Memories are haunting today, of things that were and were no more. Changes is needed. We take the time out to reflect what is going on with our lives and know that this is for you to learn, not a punishment for pain. When the heart heals, big changes can come. So it's basically a healing day of, okay, maybe things aren't going the way you want, and you might have to reflect back to saying, okay, when things were going right, what was the difference between here and now, so we can heal the past, right? Or heal where we are now. It depends, you know, on how you look at things. And then finally, maybe, for the big changes to come, we can move forward in this thing. Okay, so Friday, I got a one card. Hey, major arcana card though. And this has been coming up a lot. I mean, lately, it's like six is all about balance again. I mean, we got balance all over the place here. Um, Temperance, which is normal tarot, would be the devil. Okay, this is where you might reflect on addiction personality. So this could be actually addiction, alcohol, food, anything like that. Um, but what, and it could also be in good things too. We can overcare, we can go to one extreme to the next, and this is basically saying, hey, there might be some temptation for it, but look out for what you are going to extremes for, whether it's one or positive or negative, because there still has to be some balance for you to maintain your, going forward in a forward motion. Well, always going to go forward, guys. Just hate to tell you, but where you feel like, you're going forward. Because sometimes we feel, even though time keeps on going, we feel like we've fallen back. But just know that this is a time where you need to look, and let's look at the automatic writing to kind of see what they said. Okay, the devil. Okay. It's time to address addictive personalities, and treat them, winning over them, or just starting them. Um, it's to bring things together to the life you deserve. Sometimes that are not good for you might be tempting you, um, but be strong. And it helps need ask. So, and we are there for you. Okay, so basically, okay, for me, I'm quitting smoking, right? So Friday might be a tough day for me because those energies are going to come in. That's going to tempt me. So I just need to be strong, right? And if I have any troubles, then just ask my guides, and or ask your people, or even ask some help with supports from friends, to get you through that moment, because it's really just a moment. So, um, I also think with when this card comes up, we have to change. I don't know why, but every time I see that card, I'm like, okay, there's something, a part of me that has to change. So I have to watch out for going to one extreme to the next. And I'm also sensing it might be just feelings, feeling like um, anxiety might be coming because um, we're projecting ahead. And if we could just stay in one moment, we'll be fine. But take that however way you want to. All right. So the next card, I got another emotional card. Go figure. On the 21st, which is Saturday. Okay, so it's a 7. Okay, 7s are all about planning, resting, and relaxation. But it's also an emotional card, and it's a choose wisely. And when I see this card, it means that I need to make a decision. I haven't been doing it, and that my guide is my heart, and whatever feels good is what I should go with, kind of thing. If something doesn't feel right, stop and reevaluate. When I see that card, that's normally what that means, but let me see what they said. Okay. Your GPS on choosing wisely is the way you want to go. If it feels good, then that's okay to go. If not, change directions. Remember that we are to follow our hearts. This is one of those days. So kind of make sure that on Saturday that you stay in your heart center, and it's open so you can be able to feel, if it feels good to you, so you make the right choices. Um, on Sunday, I got 2 cards again that jumped out, and one of them's a major arcana card, so we'll go over that, and it's about 4 with foundations. The authority, which is in normal tarot, the Emperor. So this is the leader card. I normally think of this card as a leader. Like, we have to stand up. We need to take action. We need to be a leader and show people our true authentic self, kind of thing. And then a good card, it's the only physical card that we have in this whole week, which happens to be 3, and it is recognize and reward. Okay, this is a 3 is all about expansion, but this is it's kind of like for all the work that you've done, it's like the reward. It's like the paycheck of of life. If you want to talk about terms of, or you're emotionally satisfied, that could be the reward too. But it's about making sure that you stay. It's kind of, to me, it's like, okay, I need to make sure that I'm in my true self, right? And and if I do, if I stay in that and I act upon it and I lead that way, then uh, I should be getting some rewards. Either if it's, kudos for doing a job well done, or it's going to be, money. It could be money because it's physical, or objects, or something with value. So let's kind of see what the automatic writing said on it. Stand for who you are today and get the recognition you deserve. When you stand in your true self, you can face anything with grace. You or ease. Grace and ease. Sorry, me bad. Can't read my handwriting. Um and will be rewarded for it. Trust you know best for you. And that if others don't understand, it's okay. Your opinion is trumps all. You might have to use authority to be able to do this, but you get this. and then it stopped. But you get this. Okay. So basically, they're saying you might have to stand up for yourself, but if you do, and you're in your true, authentic self, and you're not wavering, you're not trying to please others and please, it's kind of like, uh, be your authentic self and not, do something because others are doing it. Stand for what you do and what your strengths are, and come from that place of where you are. You're going to get rewarded for it. And they're trying to make sure that we stay in our true authentic self, because that way we can do our own unique light and we can give it to mankind. That's pretty much what I get out of it. And if you guys like what you see, please like the page and share, subscribe if you like. For free, like for readings for me, you can go to my website. The link's down below. If anybody would like to support me, I am on Patreon. I am new at Patreon, and there's not very much contact out there yet because I haven't quite figured it out. To be honest, life is crazy around here, so I am trying to figure it out. I'm trying to put contact out there, and it's a good suggestion for somebody to put a YouTube to cover that, because I'll be watching if you do. On how you could do that. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and you know what? I wish nothing but the best, and hopefully your week goes smoothly. And if you guys have any comments or questions, I'll be doing another video. Our next painting is coming up, and I'll be doing that here shortly. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.